And welcome back to the show. Cardinal McCloskey Community Services strives to protect, empower, and promote independence for at-risk children and families and those with developmental disabilities through quality community-based services. Now, joining us to share more details is the Cardinal McCloskey Community Services Senior Administrative Director of Education. We've got Janine O'Connor, and then we've got ERSEA Manager Gilda Morales-Aleman. And I thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
Good morning. And Janine, I'll start with you. So a little bit more about your organization. I know that you're really helping children and families really take it to the next level.
Yes, we are. So what we do at Cardinal McCloskey is we provide quality, comprehensive care to children and families. We do early childhood programs through pregnancy. So we work with pregnant women, infants, toddlers, preschoolers, up through kindergarten, 0 to 5 services. And not only do we work with the children, we work with the entire family. So we provide care to the children and to the parents as well. So when a child comes to our program, the first thing we do when we meet with a family is we also support the family with their own goals as well. So educational goals, developmental goals for children, but also goals for parents.
All right. And Gilda, a little bit about your work.
I am the Enrollment and Recruitment Manager. So I oversee the 9 schools that we have currently and kind of like oversee the enrollment for the whole entire program, meaning recruitment, outreach, and community work. So my role is just to make sure that we enroll families and we make the community aware that we do exist and what kind of services we do provide for here in the Bronx, in the South Bronx area.
So Gilda, for somebody who's thinking about this, who's actually eligible to be a part of the program?
So like Janine said, pregnant mothers are definitely welcome to our program. So the beautiful thing about Head Start is that if you start, it's like a 5-year program, right? It's a free program if you are if you qualify under the federal poverty guideline. As of April 21st, the Head Start provided a new legislation that any parent that's receiving SNAP, which is food stamps, supplemental nutrition benefits, qualifies for the program for free. So that was positive for us. So usually it's people that are basically families that are low-income families that are on WIC, on public assistance, or they're in school or doing a part-time job training and things like that. So what we offer is we offer 3 components. We have a home-based program that the home visitor goes to the home and provides independent, when I say an independent lesson plan and social services. Then we offer a center-based program, and the center-based program basically is they run from 8:30 to 2:30 for the toddlers, the Head Start programs. And the early Head Start programs, we have three areas. We have a center-based program for infants that go from 8:30 to 4:30 for free childcare. And then we have the family child care providers that is more like an independent, we subcontract them, where the family goes in a provider's home. They're licensed to promote child care, starting from when the babies just get their first shot when they're 2 months old. All these services are free as long as the family qualifies and they are deemed eligible, meaning a proof of address, a proof of income, and a birth certificate to justify that that is their child.
Yeah. And Janine, I know we talked about Head Start, but we also talked about early Head Start. For our viewers, can you make a little bit of the distinction between Head Start and early Head Start?
Sure, absolutely. So early Head Start is exactly how it sounds, early. So that would be those services for those pregnant women, for our infants and our toddlers. So that would be services that on the 0 to 3 continuum. After that, 3-year-olds and 4-year-olds are typical preschool years. That would be Head Start. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention that we also have pre-K, universal pre-K services also within Cardinal McCloskey. So we have that programming also.
So when we talk about home and center-based programs, obviously it's it is a good thing to have somebody to be able to get to the home and to help families out. What do we when you get to the home-based situation in regards to your clients by way of services that are needed?
Oh, so when we do the home visiting services, the home visitors will come to the home and they come with a developmental lesson. So they come with a lesson tailored for the child based on the child's developmental needs. And they will do the lesson with the parent and they will share the parent what the child is learning. An example would be perhaps for a young toddler tearing up maybe tissue paper and putting it in an empty bottle and then rolling it. And so we'll talk about how the tearing is good for small motor skills and the rolling it will teach some gross motor actions. And on top of that, that's something that the parent can replicate on their own in the home, and it's good for the child. And then it's not an expensive lesson. It's something that's easy for the parent to have in their own home. And on top of that, the home visitor will also work with the parent on any needs that they might have, be it going back to school or help with housing or help with access to nutrition or something like that. So that is a typical home-based lesson for home visitors.
So Gilda, are you finding more people coming through your doors, particularly since we're on the downside of COVID? I mean, a lot of people are dealing with isolation and really a lack of access to services. But now that people are more and more outdoors, are you finding that more people are coming to you?
We have had an increase in enrollment now that the doors open after COVID, but during COVID, we all learned about this virtual world. We also were offering virtual services. We offer Zoom services. These home-based services were done, the socialization was done online, the lesson plans were done online via Zoom. So we did service during the pandemic, and right after the pandemic, I find that a lot of young people are graduating and needing childcare services. So our early Head Start programs are always full, and there is a wait list for those programs. So we are open and we're taking enrollment as we speak on our website. We make an appointment. We have virtual tours on a monthly basis. We have walk-in tours, and we do intakes based on appointments due to COVID.
Yeah. And Janine, I know for Cardinal McCloskey Community Services, this isn't your first time at the rodeo. You're really a strong pillar that's in the borough of the Bronx. Talk to us about just being that pillar and being around for so many years and how you've impacted so many lives.
Oh yeah, so Cardinal McCloskey Community Services is a strong pillar within the Bronx, and we have multiple sites throughout the county, throughout the Bronx, not just in the South Bronx. We go very far north also. We have sites all over. We reach out to many families in all the different communities, and we've been providing childcare services for at least 15, maybe 20 years or more. So quite a while since childcare has been available in the Bronx throughout New York City. Yes.
Well, Janine and Gilda, I want to thank you so much for joining us and being with us as we find out more information about Cardinal McCloskey Community Services, the work that's being done in helping pregnant women and families. Thank you so much for the work that you do, and thank you for being with us here on the show.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All righty. We want our viewers to know if you want more information, don't hesitate to visit their website, cmcs.org, and then follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Cardinal McCloskey. We do have more show. We don't want you to go anywhere. Stay with us. Open continues right after this.